I can't believe 1,000 people showed up to my first ever in-person warehouse sale. We opened our doors at 10 a.m. that weekend and people were waiting there at 6 a.m. By the end of that weekend, we had over 700 in-person orders. Honestly, I don't think my small business has ever had that many sales in one weekend. This felt surreal. People drove hours to be here. Keep in mind, we're in a small town, Belleville, Ontario. How did this happen? In today's vlog, I'm breaking down the 7 ways I advertised and marketed for our very first ever in-person sale. If you're planning an event or you're a small business owner, this vlog is for you. By the way, my name's Tina. I'm the founder of XXL Scrunchie, and I'm going to be making scrunchies while I chat because I like to make the most of my time. Before I jump in, I wanted to share the why. 2025 has been very heavy for me and my small business between US tariffs, broken hair products, postal strikes, even a massive roof renovation repair we had to go through. There were so many moments this year I questioned, not to be dramatic, but if I could keep going. I've had days where I've thought about downsizing or simply exiting and just wondering if it all still makes sense. Choosing to have an in-person sale felt like a big leap of faith. I have never hosted an in-person event like this before, only online launches because our warehouse is not open to the public. And I was extremely nervous about it. I wanted to bring our local community together, try something new that I actually wanted to do last year, but I thought it was too much work, so I didn't. The whole US tariff situation really pushed me because we've been struggling. We just honestly needed a boost, support, and to clear out inventory. The first way I advertised for the in-person warehouse sale was through our social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook page. We even post on Pinterest and YouTube Shorts. I also created this Facebook event page. I had people RSVP. I even invited friends from my personal Facebook friend list. Before announcing the official idea, I kind of teased it as this Instagram story and had people vote if we should do this. Would you come? I know our following isn't all local. If you're actually able to come, would you come? What dates work best? It gave me insight and helped our community be a part of it as well.
As a small business owner for 5 years, I've grown my team from just me to 8 of us. I juggle a lot. One day it's managing inventory or prepping for a new launch. We've got 50 new products coming soon, a photo shoot, managing my team's to-do list, filming content so our community still sees us online, and honestly, some days it feels like too much. I don't get my work done and I'm constantly playing catch up. If I'm not intentional with my time, it spills over into everything else, like losing a Sunday afternoon. I promised myself to have quality time with my fiance. It's a constant balance between keeping the business moving forward and remembering to give myself space too. I found something to save me time, and that's Opus Clip. Instead of spending hours repurposing my YouTube videos into TikToks, Reels, Shorts, or hiring someone else to do it, Opus Clip does it for me. It instantly turns my long videos into short clips that help me reach new audiences, repurpose content I've already made, and stay consistent. I can spend that time filming content, packing orders, or focusing on the next launch because small business owners always need to be thinking ahead. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is not just about saving time, it's about growing my brand without burning out. That's the kind of support every business owner needs to keep going. If you've been struggling to keep up with content, this is your sign. Use my link in the description to try Opus Clip. You'll get 1 week free and then 3 months of Pro for 50% off.
Here are some video ideas that I made. I actually made some videos about my struggle with the US tariffs, like this one. The US tariffs are affecting my business. After those Instagram stories that I posted asking for input, I actually announced the warehouse sale like this, and I included information in the caption. And the next TikTok, this fun one that I did with my dad, where I'm holding a sign, it says we are looking for, and his sign says golf, but then we flip it around and it says XXL Scrunchy warehouse sale. I don't know, I thought it was fun. It's a trend and we just did our own twist on it. I felt like I wasn't able to fully explain why we were doing this. I made this photo dump of me explaining, hey, I'm Tina, founder of XXL Scrunchy. The sale is 2 weeks away. I wanted to open up about why we're doing it. So I typed this out in my notes app on my phone and just took screenshots. And then when you swipe, you see why, which is because the business has been hard, US tariffs were applied, shipping costs got up, and it explains about the warehouse sale. There's so much to do, how I feel stressed about asking all these people to help me because our team is very small. We actually got a lot of volunteers outside of my hired employees to come help. I shared how I'm naturally an introvert. Sharing online feels safe, but in person feels very vulnerable and nerve-wracking for me. I did worry that no one would show up and I could somehow fall flat. A lot of small businesses donated to our goodie bags, and I'll get to that later. There's a lot on this note. You can read it if you want. That's what I did next to help get the word out there. I also made this photo dump of everything you need to know with photos, and it says when will it be, where, it's in person only, first 25 people will get a free goodie bag. I also filmed us packing the free goodie bags because we're offering a free goodie bag to the first 25 people, what we're including in it, and then what other small businesses donated for me to put in. Long story short, I filmed a lot of content. I even filmed when I went to the radio station. I documented everything. I even shared this vlog as a short clip and I filmed it. It's the 7 ways I'm advertising for our in-person warehouse sale, but I really wanted to elaborate more on that in this vlog. I made a lot of content to promote it because I needed to give it my all. This is just how I market for launches, and this is how I know how to reach out to people. My next strategy was email marketing. Second, I leaned on email marketing. We have over 30,000 subscribers to our emails. I know majority of them are not local and probably couldn't come to the sale, but sending an email meant anyone in the area would get it. If they lived far away, they might know someone that lives in Canada and that could go. I sent multiple emails leading up to the event, which is kind of what I also do if we're launching a new collection. I did a teaser email, which is about 2 weeks out, explaining the warehouse sale. I sent reminder emails. Over the weekend, it was live. Never underestimate emails. They make a difference and can drive traffic. Third strategy was offering free goodie bags. For the first 25 people that came through the doors on Saturday, they got a free goodie bag, and I advertised in these TikToks what I was putting in them to get people excited. And free stuff is always fun, right? I think it worked because a lot of the people that showed up early were like, I really wanted a goodie bag. For the second day, I ended up making goodie bags as well because I saw people were still there hours earlier than me opening the doors. Goodie bags were only supposed to be the first day, but then yeah, I made extra for the second day. Fourth strategy and way I advertised for this sale was to make it more than just about me. I made it into a whole event. I collaborated with other businesses and local vendors. For example, I invited the county coffee truck to be there and serve coffee and treats. Their truck is so cute and they parked right outside my warehouse for other people to buy coffee and treats while they waited in line or after they shopped. They actually sold out of the baked goods in minutes and they ran out of ice multiple times and sold out of certain coffees. I also had a candle company, the Good Home Company, set up a booth inside my warehouse. So when people exited, they would see her booth and chat with her and get a candle if they wanted. We also had Gold Bar by Ellie set up her permanent jewelry booth and she had tons of customers. I have her bracelets on as well. She had a ton of customers at one point too. I remember looking over and she even had a little lineup at her booth. I also partnered with other small businesses for a giveaway before, and they donated products to be included in that. I mentioned earlier, other small businesses also donated to those free goodie bags to be included in that. And I obviously promoted them and thanked them on our socials as well. So it was just like kind of a win-win and support all around. This made the event feel bigger than just XXL Scrunchie. It gave more things for the people coming to enjoy. And I love supporting other small businesses as well. I think it's so wholesome that other businesses just reached out to me offering to donate with no expectations, no strings attached. They didn't want or need anything in exchange. They just wanted to help out in their own way. Doki Doki, a local business in Belleville, Candy Couture in Peterborough, and even Customs Balloons made me that arch. And she saw my struggles, wanted to help, and just said, I'll take a couple scrunchies in exchange. The fifth strategy I used is kind of old school, but I printed off flyers. Put a QR code on it. I even got little signs printed to put into the ground. I put them up around my work building, and one of my community members, she messaged and said, hey, I'm free this day, like I can hand out flyers for you. And she went and put the flyers out in multiple businesses for me around town. I put a QR code on the flyer so it would link to the event page with all the details, and it said most of the details on the flyer as well. And then in some local businesses like Salon U, where we carry our scrunchies, I made little postcards that had a gift card on it. It was essentially a mini invite, and it gave customers a $5 off. So if customers had that invite and they brought it with them, they would get $5 off their order in person. Next up, I paid and did radio ads and interviews. Let me say that radio ads work. I ran ads on Mix 97 and Cool 100, which are our local radio stations. I went in for the Cool 100 and filmed my own in my own voice, and Mix 97 filmed their own as well. Here's a clip of how it sounded.
Hi, I'm Tina, owner of XXL Scrunchie in Belleville, and you're invited to our first ever warehouse sale this weekend.
XXL Scrunchie & Co. is hosting their first ever in-person sale at their Belleville warehouse.
It was actually really hard because I speak like this, very chill, quiet, not monotone, but like borderline monotone. I had to talk like, this is XXL Scrunchie. It was very hard for me, but I did it and people said it sounded great.
Save up to 70% off on handmade scrunchies, hair claws, and accessories.
Very much so out of my comfort zone for that, but I did what I had to do. Those ads ran, I think, the week before and the weekend of and during. I actually remember at least 5 people showed up, and I was like, oh, how did you hear about this sale? Where are you from? And they're like, we actually were just kind of in the area and we heard it on the radio and we love supporting small businesses, so we came. Lots of people heard from the radio, even leading up to this. They've never heard of my business, and then they did from the radio. Highly recommend going to your local radio station and doing an ad. It was worth every penny. I think I spent it was definitely over $700 per station, like maybe 700,000, I forget, but worth it. 7th way is I actually reached out to the local newspaper. I found contacts in my past and just asked around and Googled the emails from the local community paper and submitted this as a news article. The Bay of Quinte Tourism also put it on their website for me. I didn't reach out to them. They discovered it from me posting about it online on social media. So again, never skip posting on social media. It has so many ripple effects and helps get so many eyes on what you're trying to get out there. So when you do a social media giveaway, this is how I do it. I just say, I'm giving away this, and I show all the things I'm giving away in it. And I included at least 4 or 3 other small businesses. We collaborated on that post. To enter the giveaway on our social media, you have to like the post, you have to follow all the accounts involved, and you have to share the post to your story and tag us. By getting people to share that, it also helped advertise for our in-person small business warehouse sale. Don't forget to do a little giveaway beforehand. Those were the 7 ways, I think it might have been 8, that I marketed and advertised for my first ever in-person warehouse sale. But let me end on this. As much strategy as I put into it, it also came down to hard work, having hope, and just being vulnerable. I wasn't like, hey, come to my sale, it's gonna be amazing, you're gonna get all these deals. I was literally like, we need help. I'm struggling, I'm stressed, I'm even kind of nervous to have this sale? Are people going to show up? Just be vulnerable, honest, and even if it was a sale, just to have a sale. Don't be afraid to share your reasoning behind, your why. That weekend just reminded me that my small business, XXL Scrunchie, has never just been about our scrunchies or our hair claw clips. It's always been about the people it's for, the people behind the brand, the community, the care, and the support, and just the connection that has built this brand from the start. To see that lineup and to see anyone just walking through those doors and making a purchase, to meet people who drove hours to be there and wanted to meet me too, just made my heart so full. Like, I need to be more grateful of that weekend, even though it happened like 2 months ago and I'm currently stressing about other situations with my small business. I don't take that weekend lightly. If you're in a season where your small business feels heavy, please know you're not alone. Just know there's things you can do and try that will make a difference. Don't give up. Sometimes the magic takes longer than you expect, but it's still possible. You've got this. Thank you to everyone who came or supported or is even here right now. To my family, my team, friends, and the community. XXL Scrunchie wouldn't be here without you. Oh, and if you haven't, I actually filmed warehouse vlog part 1 of me setting up for that whole thing, and then part 2 should be out now. If not, I'll link it later. Part 2 is how the day went, because I vlogged that whole weekend because I wanted our online fam to be part of it too. Okay, bye.